Welcome back to another episode of Learn with Shavern. So, in today's episode, we are going to talk about smart homes. I will share the link below. We're going to take a tour with Jennifer Jolly, who is USA Today's tech contributor. In the video, she walks you through the smart home and how it looks. It's really, really cool, actually. It's super dope. We'll start off with a quote for today. The quote is by Jacob Atala. He says, "There's a saying that says, if you want to predict the future, the best thing to do is to create it yourself." That's pretty self-explanatory, right? Because I've been talking to you guys about this whole motion that we're moving into as a country and how we can change our future. Somebody wrote in the comments below that it's too late, right? I don't ever believe it's too late. I merely believe that we can make decisions, to take steps to move in a direction in which we are protected, and we are not consumed or enslaved by any type of artificial technology, really bringing to life that iRobot Terminator type of fear. And it's interesting, right? Because when you guys watch the video with Jennifer Jolly, she does say that, right? One of the first things she mentions in the video is, of course, security is a concern. Yeah, no, duh, security is a concern. It's a concern for, well, like I said, if you woke, security is going to be concerned for you. In terms of like, what if your smart home decides to flip on you and decides to lock you in a house? I can't remember the name of that Netflix movie where that happened with that dude. The smart home decided it wasn't rocking with him no more and totally flipped, right? That's like a legitimate, healthy concern, I feel. Anyhow, so let me tell you guys about the smart home. So the smart home is being called the KB Home Project. It is a prototype. It didn't say in the article how many prototypes there currently are or how many of these test homes are out there. Apparently the running cost for the test home is about $400,000, which if you think about it, well, the home is also in a cul-de-sac in a town called, it's in Nevada, Henderson, Nevada, there we go. It's in a town called Henderson, Nevada, which I believe is about 15 minutes south of Las Vegas off of the Strip. So it's in that type of area where that's probably about mediocre price for a home. So seemingly for the people over there, that would pretty much be affordable, $400,000 for that home. Well, it's actually pretty dope because it includes more than 400 connected gadgets. Now, when you guys watch the video below, you're going to see what I'm talking about. It's actually quite amazing. I believe somebody else had commented and was like, yeah, it's kind of scary. It is cool, but it's scary at the same time. And I agree 100%. It absolutely is. In my opinion, it is. It's really dope to watch, all of these things, this innovative technology, how it assists us, and how it can be useful for our future. But as Mr. Atala said, right, we create the future. We do as people, as humans. We, at the end of the day, have total control, total autonomy over what direction we go in. You're only as powerless as you think and believe you are, right? Now, the KB Home Project, it didn't state if they plan on doing additional homes, where these additional homes would be located, if all of the homes will be smart homes like this one. I don't want to really spoil most of the surprise, but I'll walk you through for those of you who don't care to watch the video, like the rest of the video. As I stated, it's about 400 connected gadgets, right? Connected is the brand that is used. I believe it's like an app you can download to, and it connects to all of your appliances. It helps you with things like cooking. You can set up timers if you want to, set up timers with washing the dishes because it has a connected dishwasher. It was tons of really cool things. What I thought was really dope, as soon as the reporter Jennifer walked through the door, right, she was greeted by a robot named Keeker. And it was like, hello. It was really cute. It reminded me of R2-D2. I don't know, every time I see those little type of robots on the floor, I always refer back, for my Star Wars fans out there, shout out to my Star Wars fans, right? It always makes me think of R2-D2. Now, as soon as she walked in, Keeker greeted her, right? And then she said, what'd she say? Hello, Alexa, right? And all of a sudden, like the whole house woke up. The whole house became lit. Then she starts explaining the motions of the house, right? So when she walks in, apparently the house, the blinds will lift up and it mimics what's called the circadian rhythm of the body. So if it's dark outside, the house is going to mimic the darkness inside, right? And daylight, so forth, whatever the case may be. So it's going to go with that natural flow. That way it doesn't confuse your mind. You don't think it's daytime when it's night or whatever. Or maybe that's what you're into. You want to change it to that. If you got it, flaunt it, right? Now, the natural light is mimicked with the blinds to match the circadian rhythm. They have over 76 connected lights in the home to match with the rhythm. And the lights for all types of different things, right? Because she lists them and goes through them, like what each purpose of these sets of lights are for. There's also the Google Home interpretation and tons of Whirlpool appliances like the refrigerator and so forth, which again are all connected to the connected app, right? Now, another quote that Jacob Atala says, like, we're going from smart to smarter. Are we? Are we though? Like, can we truly say that? Are we going from smart to smarter, or are we becoming blinded by what we think is new technology, which is merely rediscovered old technology? I don't know. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you feel that we are moving in a smarter direction, or do you feel that technology will probably ultimately be our demise? Right? Or have like a iRobot Terminator type of thing going on. I don't know. It's so hard to tell. Anywho, once she walked through the door, there was another cool thing that I saw on there too. The walls in the house move, which I thought was kind of creepy. I don't think I want the walls moving. No, I don't feel like that's cool. Especially if you had a stressful day at work, you might come home thinking you tripping or something, like, oh crap, I forgot the walls can move. That didn't sound as cool. But the walls can move. I believe it has something like a foldable bed in there. Oh, she did something where like she had an aerosol can of hairspray and she sprayed the can all around her hair. And apparently the walls have like air vents built throughout them, so that whenever anything is sprayed, what it does is it like kind of sucks in, like kind of vacuums that air and recycles it and replaces it with fresh air. That I feel is actually really cool. It can assist with the extension of life, right? Because due to most of the things we breathe, our body can't process it because it doesn't have a way of filtering all of this stuff out, the junk that we take in all the time. Our body doesn't have all the means to excrete it, right? It does its best, but it doesn't have all the means. So something like that I think will be very beneficial just to put in all homes in general. I feel like all homes should have breathable walls. That would probably help extend the human lifespan for the countries that care to extend the human lifespan of their citizens, right? Now, as I stated, this prototype, when you guys watch the video, please do drop comments below, because I am really curious to know what you guys think about the smart home. Would you buy a smart home? Do you feel like the smart home is better for maybe the elderly to assist with everyday living? But then if we think about that, right? If we have all this assistance with technology with the elderly, where does that place nurses? We have to take into consideration a lot of these directions we're going, and that's why I keep saying to you guys, we must be mindful of the decisions that we are making, right? If we participate, that's encouraging it. So if we all go out and buy smart homes, or we all go get loans and purchase our first smart home, right? And let's say we buy it for our grandparents, whatever the case may be. Now, where does that put the nurses? Where does that put the caretakers? Those people that can't quite, those people that are in the nursing field that are not registered nurses or whatever, but they have like their LPNs or CNAs or whatever the case may be, whatever the acronym is. And where does that put them? We have to think about how technology will be replacing us, our job market, right? It's not now anymore. It's not necessarily about, okay, this minority or this majority is getting these amount of jobs. Like, all around the board, us as a human race, right? We should all be concerned about being replaced with artificial intelligence and them taking our jobs. So I just want to point that out. Drop a comment below. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing, becoming Patreons. Peace and blessings, family. I wish you all a positive and productive day.